Building a horse barn isn't rocket science, but it's also not something you can just slap together. These animals deserve a safe, comfortable, and functional space. That's what we're here to do today. Build it right, build it strong, and do it right the first time. We're going to walk through each step together, from planning to putting on those finishing touches. Now, I've seen a lot of barns in my time, and let me tell you, some of them were downright dangerous. We're talking fire hazards, flimsy structures, poor ventilation, you name it. That's why we're going to focus on doing things the right way, with no cutting corners. This is about more than just putting up some walls and a roof. It's about creating a space where your horses can thrive. So let's get our tools ready and get this project started. Before we even think about picking up a hammer, we need a solid plan. How many horses are we housing? What size stalls do they need? Don't forget about aisles wide enough for your horses and equipment to move safely. We'll need space for hay and feed storage, a tack room for all your gear, and maybe even a wash stall. Trust me, a well-organized barn makes life a whole lot easier. Now, before you get too carried away with the design, check your local zoning laws and building codes. There might be restrictions on building size, materials, or even where you can build on your property. Once you've got a good understanding of the regulations, it's time to put pen to paper or mouse to computer and start sketching out your dream barn. Remember, this plan is your roadmap to success, so make it detailed. And don't be afraid to consult with a professional if you need help. A well-designed barn is worth every penny. Choosing the right spot for your barn is crucial. You want good drainage? We don't want a swampy mess every time it rains. Look for higher ground that will allow water to run off naturally. Easy access is key for your truck and trailer, feed deliveries, and even emergency vehicles should you ever need them. Think about sunlight and wind. You want to maximize natural light in your barn, so position it facing south if you can. At the same time, you want to provide shelter from those prevailing winds, especially during the colder months. Take your time, walk the property, and consider all the angles. A little extra effort now can save you a lot of headaches down the road. Now let's talk materials. Wood is a classic choice. It's readily available and relatively affordable. Metal is another option, durable, low maintenance, but it can be pricier. You can even combine the two for a hybrid approach. The roof is another big decision. Metal roofing is tough and long-lasting, while asphalt shingles are more budget-friendly. Consider your climate and choose a material that can withstand the elements, and don't forget about the flooring. You've got options there too. Dirt, gravel, rubber mats, or even concrete. Each has its pros and cons in terms of cost, durability, and comfort for your horses. Chapter 4. Laying a solid foundation. The foundation is the backbone of your barn, so we're not cutting any corners here. A concrete slab is ideal, strong, durable, and resistant to moisture. Another option is treated timber, especially if you're working with a tighter budget. Before you pour a single ounce of concrete or lay down any timbers, make sure the ground is level. This step is critical for a stable structure. Use a laser level or a transit to get it just right. Trust me, it's worth the extra effort. Once the ground is prepped, you can start laying the foundation according to your plans. Make sure it's properly reinforced with rebar or wire mesh for added strength. This is one area where you don't want any surprises. Chapter 5. Framing and enclosing. With the foundation cured and ready, it's time to raise the walls and put a roof over our heads. Follow your blueprints carefully, making sure everything is square and plumb. Use high-quality lumber or steel, depending on your chosen material. Once the framing is up, you can start adding the siding and roofing. This is where your barn really starts to take shape. Make sure to install a vapor barrier to prevent moisture from getting trapped inside the walls. Don't forget about the stalls. Build them with sturdy dividers that can withstand even the most playful horse. And make sure the doors are secure. You don't want any escape artists on your hands. Chapter 6. Utilities, water, light, and air. A horse barn needs the essentials: water, light, and fresh air. Run a reliable water line to the barn and install frost-free hydrants for easy access. Even in the winter, proper lighting is crucial both inside and outside the barn. Install bright, energy-efficient LED lights in the stalls, aisles, and work areas. Don't forget about exterior lights for safety at night. Ventilation is key for a healthy barn environment. Install windows, ridge vents, or even electric fans to keep the air moving and prevent the buildup of ammonia and moisture. Now for the details that make a barn functional and enjoyable. Create a dedicated tack room with plenty of hooks, shelves, and cabinets for all your gear. A saddle rack keeps your saddles in good shape, and a bridle hook keeps things organized. Good storage is worth its weight in gold. Build shelves for feed, hay, and bedding. Cabinets are great for keeping smaller items organized. And don't forget a secure place to store your tools and equipment. Finally, let's talk about turnout areas. Fencing should be safe and secure, with no sharp edges or gaps that horses could get caught in. Consider using electric fencing for an added layer of security. Chapter 8. Safety first. Protecting your horses. Safety is paramount when it comes to your horses and your barn. Install smoke detectors and fire extinguishers throughout the barn, and have a plan in case of a fire. Make sure your electrical wiring is up to code and properly grounded to prevent shocks, and keep walkways clear of clutter to avoid trips and falls. Clearly mark emergency exits and ensure that emergency vehicles can easily access the barn. It's better to be safe than sorry. Chapter 9. Landscaping for drainage and aesthetics. The area around your barn needs some attention too. Grade the ground to ensure proper drainage away from the foundation. You don't want water pooling around the barn and causing problems. Create safe and convenient paths from the barn to pastures or paddocks. Use gravel, pavers, or even concrete to create durable walkways that can withstand heavy use. Landscaping isn't just about practicality, it's about aesthetics too. Plant trees for shade, add some flowers for color, and create an inviting atmosphere around your barn. Chapter 10. Maintenance, keeping your barn in top shape. Building a barn is a big accomplishment, but the work doesn't stop there. Regular maintenance is key to keeping your barn safe and functional for years to come. Inspect the roof, walls, and foundation regularly for any signs of damage. Repair any leaks, cracks, or rot promptly to prevent small problems from becoming big headaches. Keep the stalls clean and dry. Replace bedding regularly and disinfect stalls periodically to prevent the spread of disease. Outro your dream barn awaits! We've covered a lot of ground here today, from planning and design to those final touches that make a barn feel like home. Remember, building a horse barn is an investment in your horses, in your property, and in your peace of mind. By taking the time to do things right, by choosing quality materials, and by focusing on safety and functionality, you've created a space where your horses can thrive, and that's what it's all about. Now get out there, put on your work boots, and let's build that dream barn. By following these steps, you can create a safe and functional barn for your horses. Good luck with your project.